the leadership of this place for giving us this place to use. One of the problems with mentoring very intelligent people is that after you have taught them, they speak better than you. You did not hear me well. They become professors. When Raymond was speaking, I said, after this boy don't talk, I won't talk. I'm so glad and I'm so proud of him. I want to speak about personal branding. Let me quickly say this. If you fail in this generation, blame yourself. Blame yourself. When I went to medical school, I was 20 years old. I didn't know nothing. No person brought us to this comfortable environment to speak to us. And so we are spending money and time to speak to you. This lecture, if I share it anywhere else, it's $250,000. But I'm part of Salimo Foundation, that's why I'm here. So please pay attention. Number two, all this your church mentality that we pastors have polluted your praise with. Remove them and pay attention. My helper, you don't need helper now. You are going to help yourself. You are not crossing over to take any over next year. What do you put for that when you go to it?
You have to put something first.
Let me warn you, all those this thing, give and it shall give you to you, sow seed, so that Africa has sown enough seed and we are still poor. We need to change our theology. And the problem you will have now is that as I'm speaking, you won't pay attention. Because you're thinking of your pastor, you're thinking of one rubbish you've impregnated into your mind when you went to stay awake throughout the night. You will stay awake throughout the night praying stupid prayer and still end up with poverty. I'm a pastor, don't look at me like that. Acts chapter 16 verse 2, personal branding. Acts chapter 16 verse 2. The believers at Lystra and Iconium spoke well of him. If you read it in some other Bibles, it said he was known of a good reputation in Lystra and Iconium. We were talking about Timothy. Timothy was from a background that was not something to write home about. His father was not Jewish. His father was Greek. He was not circumcised. Other people were circumcised. But his name Timotheus means precious one of God. And so Timothy was a young man. He decided to build a reputation. He was known 20 miles. Lystra and Iconium are separated by 20 miles. In those days, information traveled very slowly. Let's say a young man is in Ughelli here. He is already known at Warri, or by time extrapolation, vis-a-vis their mode of communication there, he is known in Benin. Because your brand, as I will let you know later, is your reputation. So let me quickly look at personal branding. What is branding? Branding is from animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. When you have goats and sheep mixed together, and you want to separate your goats from another person's sheep, another person's goat, you will take a piece of red hot iron. You will place it on fire. When you place it on fire, when it is red hot, you place it on the body of the animal. Heal. Then it will form a brand, a mark that separates him and it separates it from another person. So what is branding? Branding is identification, identity. How people come to know you. I was speaking at the airport with the leadership of Salimo Weeks Foundation. I said, okay, I was done with it. And somebody heard my voice. You are Dr. Apoki. See, yes. Oh, I listened to you on radio. Then he went to, he said, I told you, see the man who pays for the radio program. He went to meet the man. Oh, this program has changed my life. This, that. He identified my voice. So, and then subsequently, he started talking about me. Identification. The next thing is label for functionality. Label for functionality or label of functionality. You be a shower, that's a label. Some people will call me, and I go to Truecaller, old man, scammer. Are you following what I'm saying? That's his label. Then the next thing is distinction. Distinction. All of us can be doing the same business, but what stands me out? My unique selling point. Distinction. Number 3 or number 4, sign of ownership. Sign of ownership. I bear the mark of Christ. Let no man trouble me. If you go to the internet and you want to use the Coca-Cola symbol, you want to crop it, it will say you have performed an illegal move. They won't allow you. Because it is allocated to Coca-Cola. That's their brand. My wife misquoted this, I bear the mark of Christ. She needed money and I gave her 2 million. She said, I will pay you later. He said, when I start selling, I will pay you. So I gave her 2 million. But I know women, you can't, when it comes to money, we who are men, our money fall like mango leaves. They fall anyhow. Women, their money fall by their side like plantain leaf. When plantain leaf falls, and women hide money in the most dangerous places, either brazier or around their waist. And it's only rich man's money, the husband's money that is sweet. So I said, okay, give me 1 million back. She now gave me 1 million. I was watching her, she was selling, she was making profit, she was selling, making profit. I went to meet her, I said, madam, with very low voice, sweet, humble voice. Madam, that level that I gave to you, that's what they're selling. Say, don't trouble me. I told her, I think I'm quite proud of myself. I kept quiet. I humbled myself and left. Then I think Foti was there, maybe Raymond was there, and she timed when I was with my guys. She just came. Let no man trouble me. I get the mark of Christ. Let no man trouble me. I get the mark of Christ. I said, which kind of mark is that? And because of my money, the bear mark. If you bear mark of Christ, which one I bear? The mark of Antichrist. I better find the money come, but she didn't bring it up. She sent me a text message. If I don't give you the money, what can you do to me? Will I go and fight with her? If I fight with her, she has my brand. Dr. Apoki is fighting with his wife. Are you following me? See personal brand. They don't know her name. She has never appeared on a poster with me any day. It's me they know. So Dr. Apoki is fighting with his wife. So I will be the loser. So I didn't do anything. Now, branding can be racial. There's something called colored people's time, black man's time. Black people don't keep to time. Because Professor John Mbiti, an Anglican Christian philosopher, said that an African has no proper measurement of time. If you want to measure time, you will say Ibrero. Ibrero is the number of times you blink. But people blink at different times. I go worry today. When you go around 2 o'clock, so one of the things I try to do is to break that mentality of black people. I keep to time. You deliberately look at your environment. If you want to have a personal brand, do what the people around you are not doing positively. Then there are tribal brands and national brands. An Iranian does not tie. If you take all the videos of Iranians around this world now, they don't tie. An Iranian man will never dress and not tie, particularly when he's living in Iran. Because after the 1979 revolution, they wanted to create an identity different from the British and European identity. So they don't tie. Scottish men wear skirts. That's a national brand. So you can have national branding. Then you can have professional branding. When you go to the hospital, you are able to distinguish between a nurse, a doctor, a policeman. Among policemen, you have the mobile policemen. Among mobile policemen, you have the anti-terrorist squad. If I see an illegal man, and I know his tribal marks, that is his brand. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you can have professional branding, you can have racial branding, you can also deliberately, intentionally have contrarian branding. That is branding that is quarreling with society. Branding that is quarreling with norms. It is intentional contrarian branding. Fela's father was Reverend Kuti, that had a Kuti Memorial Grammar School at Apoki. But Fela chose to go against his father's brand, chose to go against normal brand, refused to wear pants. He refused to wear trousers most times, he wears pants. Changed his father's name to Anikulako from Ransom Kuti to Anikulako Kuti, and decided to marry many wives. He chose a rebellious brand. When he went to France one day, he was smoking Indian hemp in the hotels, 7 floors or 8 floors. And they went to report him that he had Indian hemp with him. And police went there to carry him. He said that, go on. He said, you don't know me, you don't know Fela Nikulako. He said, we don't know you. He said, call the ambassador. That when police comes to arrest me, that they carry me. Because I was on my own, you came to arrest me, so you must carry me to where I'm going to. So they called the ambassador, that we have one of your citizens here called Fela Nikulako. I said, that man there, yes. He said, we went to arrest him. He said, you people will have to carry him home. So they have to carry him from whether 13th floor down and carry him to police station. That is his rebellious brand. And they eventually freed him when they didn't have anything to do with him. So, Lady Gaga has a contrarian brand. Charlie Boy, his father was Justice Oputa. He's 70 years old and you see him, he's still area father. Wears the earrings, tattoos his body. He didn't follow his father's line. So, then if you look at Zazu, mi ò mọ̀ pé mo tẹ̀lé yìí kò ní bírèkì Zazu. Zazu was good to advertise Odogwu bitters because it's a cheap drink for poor people that will get drunk, and Zazu was good for it. So then you have Naira Marley, Aziz Fashola. He created a contrarian brand. Don't use belts, don't wear pants, don't wear braziers. Be rude, but he bows down for his father. He has a 2nd degree. Are you following what I'm saying? He's well to do. So, but there is intentional, distinctive branding. Intentional. You don't just create a brand out of anything. You don't just wake up and become a brand. No, you intentionally. Somebody say intentional. Are you following what I'm saying? Assuming my legs are like this as a girl, and I want to create a brand called Shackle Walk. I can just change the, you understand what I'm saying? Change it to a new style, and you see people will start imitating you. It is intentional, purposeful, positive, society-changing brand. Peter Obi has his own dress, one color, one style. I know they give shishi. That is a brand. His brand of politics is different from the other brand of politicians. Are you following what I'm saying? Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala does not bleach her body. Her hair tie is a brand. Her phonation and diction is still the Nigerian accent. She speaks, you will hear her. It got to a time they were now doing competition with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's hairstyle. Are you following what I'm saying? Then the next person I will talk about is Wole Soyinka. Wole Soyinka does not tie. Wole Soyinka has white hair. He has been creating that brand for years. When he was in Ibadan at one time, his jeep did not have door. He said so that he jumps inside, comes out, and his jeep does not have door. He went to a radio station with a toy gun and held them to ransom. He had been a deviant for years. So when you see somebody with white, gray hair, not nothing tie, wearing a turtleneck, dress, I mean a round neck dress, you know it's Wally Shaker. One of the Hebrews before he died, you could know his dressing. And there were Chief Edewo had a particular style of dressing. Indira Gandhi had a particular style of dressing. So somebody now asks, why is it that rich people, I mean some people like that, dress in that particular way? They said they are so busy that they don't have time to select to match. Obi has two pairs of shoes, maybe brown and black. So it was easy to just go there, pick that black dress, wear. I mean, there are only two black shoes. So he doesn't have time to spend to start selecting to match. Are you following what I'm saying? So, what is your brand? Your brand is the discussions people generate through your functionality, through your interaction with them, through your communication with them, through your discussion with them. That is to say, you interact with somebody, you function around somebody, then the discussions they generate. Only poor people will say, I don't care what you think about me. It's because it's not heading anywhere. The brand you create as an individual is the mark you make when you meet somebody. Number two is the memory you leave behind when you meet somebody. Or when somebody leaves you. And I told myself that any place I reach and any person I meet, I will leave the person better than I met that person. So when I'm interacting with you, I want to leave you better than I met you. And in trying to do that, I want to make a mark. I want to leave a good memory. I want to create momentum for you. What is momentum? Momentum is a product of mass times velocity. Force is equal to the rate of change of momentum. And the kingdom of God summarize violence, and the violence take it by force. So the ability to create mass, maybe more money for you, more customers for you, increase the rate at which you are getting your customers, and the rate at which you are getting money will generate a force. Any person that can do that by interacting with somebody, they are creating a brand. I don't know if you are following. Are you following me? Yes, sir. Okay. Then, how much money you can save people or make people to make? Now, listen very carefully. Someone is watching you. Know that. Someone is watching you, and a file is being built concerning you without your knowledge and without your contribution. As I'm talking to you now, you are making an impression about me. You see me again, you are building a file about me. I am not going to be discussing what you are feeling in your mind about me. It is you that is building the file. So the file people build about you is the brand you are creating, and you must intentionally create this brand. You must intentionally create these discussions. You intentionally do it. I will tell you a few things. Someone is watching you. Now listen, there is no second chance to create a first impression. There is no second chance to create a first impression. That thing I see about this hairstyle now, I will remember you with it. There is something somebody is watching. How did the master give talents to his servants? He says he gave them according to their abilities. How did he measure their abilities? Observation. Somebody is watching you, whether you like it or not. You must live consciously that somebody, that you are a product. I am God's workmanship created in Christ Jesus to do good works prepared in advance. Number two, there's something called halo effect. Halo is H-A-L-O. Halo effect is the impressions people have about you based on incidences outside your current situation. If I defraud you once, you can't trust me again. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, I've been raising money to take things to flood victims. I've raised more than $1 million. As I was here, I was telling them that I wanted to raise $1 million by Saturday. As at this moment, I've raised more than $1 million. Somebody called me yesterday. He said, Dr. Apoki, I'm going to send you some money. A pastor, an Igbo man. And he sent me 100,000 just when we were there. And he said, I have been watching people asking for donations for flood victims. He said, when I saw you, I said, this is where I will put my money because I know it will be well used. Are you following what I'm saying? Why are people giving me money from overseas? In this town, I have documents of land nearly up to $500 million. $500 million. Belonging to, you know now, belonging to people that have bought land through me. Some of them have not collected them. We sold one piece of land we bought one piece of property for $25 million. And then they rejected the deal. And then I told the person that he must pay 1 million naira on top. So he paid 1 million naira on top of the 25 million he returned to me. So I called the owner of the money, who happened to be the chairman of this stuff, that transaction didn't work and 1 million naira extra entered. He said, that $1 million naira is not my money, it is your money, take it. The next time he was able to dash me, he lost. I don't know if you are following me. Another time he gave me 3 million. Another time he sent me 15 million. And I managed the 15 million to the last couple to do what we are doing. So integrity is one of the key issues of personal branding. Why did that pastor trust me? I have been preaching in his church. My schoolmates are his members. I have never gone there to call any of his members, visit any of his members, or pray for any of his members, or ask any of his members for anything. Are you following me? If I can't trust you with my money, I can't trust you to play near my daughter. Integrity, that's what's absent among young people. Integrity. We can't trust you. We can't bring you to a house to live with us. We can't bring you to join our business. One of the greatest things I have today, challenges I have in my school today, is theft. We steal compulsively in Roboland. We like to steal in our workshop. We like to cheat in Adago. The Bible says, what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses so? So there is profit and there is gain. Gain is immediate. Profit is long term. And profit is when you can retain relationships. Are you following what I'm saying? Are you following me? Okay. So I talked about now. The next thing is that I wrote here, according to Ross Stewart, the first cut is the deepest. When people meet with you, they will test you. The impression you leave is what they will go away with. Let me give you an instance. The fact I know Robo people. I know Robo Nisoko. We have one spirit called Objectia. That is, we take every person for granted. My children and my wife, they will want to test me whether they will fit pass through. I quack you. I created an Agalago brand. I created a palm tree brand. Palm tree knows that it has oil. So it will have thorns. so that when a palm tree is young, it will have thorns. Before you can climb it, it has grown very far. Before it will drop all it is, so you don't climb easy. I'm the only child of my father remaining and my mother. So if I don't act like a lion, they will conquer me. My daughter allowed somebody to be copying her in exams in university. I took her from year 3 to write exam again. Then she told me on my 6th year grade, they said, my father is a hard nut to crack. Not to crack me, only. I took my son from year 4 in medical school to year 2 because I asked him what is next man's doing and he didn't know. Today is a Sunday. I quack. If you play rough play near me, I quack you. I behave like wicked. I will destroy you. Because every person thinks that a pastor is an idiot they can talk to. One of my classmates, I made a post on Facebook on Christmas and Easter. He just did over Sabi and over familiarity because we went to government college together. And Dr. Apoki, I will not follow you again. When I quacked him a boy, I suffocated him. I finished him on Facebook. Boy, if you bite my hair with gray hair, I will bite your nose with shit. If shame no catch you to bite my gray hair for my head, like small boy, I will bite your nose with shit. I went to Apoki with Dennis. One small pastor in town here now just made a useless comment. Hey, I eat raw things, not to talk of cooked one. I faced him, fired him. He said, I don't want to insult you. I said, I drink insult. I drink insult. Facebook is public toilet. You can't smell shit, don't go. He said, before I came now, he ran away. He said, doesn't have time for people like me. You know why I did that? If I didn't do that, somebody else is going to start. They will start liking his comment and they will start talking. Me, don't try, baby, don't play that play near me. I finish you. A student, 2 students, one boxed another student in my school. After I expelled them. My mother's grandchildren were living with me here, great grandchildren. One did expo. I expelled them. I dropped them from my house. So people, Dr. Apoki, how do you work with him? You see that his friend, that man normal. Only me I announce it, I'm not normal. That's my brand. The brand of abnormality. Because normal people only produce normal results. Are you listening to me here? So, the next thing I will quickly say is that you must constantly reinvent yourself. Be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. This place was not like this before. I didn't used to be like this. I was a very nice guy. Very quiet person, easygoing, laughing. But no, I found out that we laugh that people won't take me seriously. I reinvent myself. I was a missionary. I'll go to churches, do that. But I finally found out that when you are preaching in churches, and you are telling them God is going to bless them, do this, they will fall, break plastic chairs, do that. You are not a brand. You are just common. You are just wearing the same uniform. So I needed to develop my area of comparative advantage, which is my intellect and my education. So at 56, I had to go to Africa to read public administration because I want to be speaking to companies. I can announce to you my next phase. So I started working towards my next phase. So I acquired a master's degree and I went there. Somebody said, this man here, you have a great man in this class. I said, I will not fall hand. I must create the brand of greatness. So I made 10 days in master's at 56, not in medicine. And I had to deliberately craft it. I will read one subject matter 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 11 times. I will sit until my buttocks ache. I will read it until it got to a point when I deliver a talk, the professor will be asking me where I got it from. Now the brand. you follow what I'm saying? So you deliberately, intentionally reinvent yourself. Now listen, brands easily get forgotten with time. How many of you remember Bongo tea? Bongo coffee? How many of you grew up to eat kettle tea? Okay, that's Bongo and kettle tea. They still drink that. Kettle tea, you will need to boil it. Then you have one filter, you will now filter it before you drink tea. Bongo coffee, you will need to boil it, have seed, then you now filter it. Then somebody just came with Nescafe, already prepared. You just put it inside the and then somebody came with cappuccino. You just go there. Then you just design milk on top of the cappuccino. You know, before now, they brought wine. Wine, you will need to start struggling with the cup. Pour. Then 4 cousins just came with. Am I talking to someone? Just. So before you do Amena, Dorime, you're not going to fight with the drink. So you must constantly reinvent yourself. Church people are monochromic, only one color. If you go to church, like they're going to give up to all of the dance, particularly assemblies. Everybody resembles each other. So me, I don't wear color as a pastor. I don't wear collar. I don't wear wristwatch. I don't wear ring. As an Yoruba man, I don't have any coral bead. I don't tie wrapper. My daughter was married, and I told my wife I won't tie wrapper because I want to use the trouser to preach. And the trouser that I wore, I forgot the top in one hotel in Port Harcourt. So that it was I didn't throw it away. So by the time they brought they sold the match the team, I didn't know what I'm saying. So I don't bend the team. I used to do the marriage ceremony. After that, I used to go and preach. I used to preach a third time before I watch it. I hold. So they said Dr. Apoki or Tokman that I'm a miser. I drink 1 bottle of Coke, I can drink it for 3 days. When I drink small, I cover it. Drink it again, I cover it. Drink it again, I cover it. That's why my sugar level is still low and my belly is still flat at 63. I'm not eating breakfast because I want to maintain this straight figure so that when I walk in front of my babe, she will be admiring. I might be somebody. I intentionally started being frugal because I wanted to build wealth, because I didn't want to beg. I want to be a rich pastor. Today, now listen carefully. You must not follow the road every person is following. You must not, because of your profession, follow that road. I told myself when I was 23 that I will not practice medicine beyond 40 because I didn't want to become a professor. I didn't want people to be working on me up at night. I hated medical practice for one thing. Flamingos, Nigerian flamingos will be playing penalty shootout with Colombia. And as they want to kick the ball, that's when somebody, nurse will come, doctor, we have a patient. To leave much now, go look patient. You will not go there. When you go there, madam, when did this sickness start? It started about 3 years ago. Why did you go 3 years? Still now that I'm watching it. I told myself I won't follow this thing till old age. But you know, since I started entrepreneurship and I've been building on it, you know what happened a few days back? The Nigerian Medical Association, the whole of Nigeria, they are doctors, the whole of Nigeria. They are executive and meeting it at Akasa. They want me to come and lecture them on entrepreneurship. I'm not a specialist, but I have built a brand. Am I talking to somebody? Because at 23, I made up my mind, I am not going to follow them. I'm going to follow my own road. I will soon end up. Now, the next thing is that follow your road, keep reinventing yourself, then we'll look at a few things and I'm done. Have a way of surprising people with the new you. Surprise people with the new you. Number 3, avoid over familiarity and over dilution. familiar with people and don't get too used to too many people. I don't go to meetings. I don't mix with people. I was speaking to a cooperative. He said that immediately you finish speaking, you will go away. Yes, that's my brand. And he was surprised when I finished reviewing Bishop Kingsley's book, just reviewed it 15-20 minutes. I had another lecture at Abraka, and I moved. When you become too familiar with people, you blend with them, then you lose your identity. When people don't see you often, scarcity creates value. You can't see me casting out demons. I don't have that time. How many of you are here? One young man sent me a message recently that he has a problem. Yeah, it's disturbing. I said, I'm not going to pray, I'm going to flog you. That's my own deliverance. Whip you. Say, he has not come. When he's serious, he will call me. Me, I don't have time to pray for you. How many of you are here? I don't do many things. I don't mix with many people. As you are doing fashion now, design your own style. Don't let, you see that woman is saying that you collect your cloth by March. People will still queue for March. Don't make a go collect the cloth from your house. Develop yourself. Because they don't see me easily, they pay me. They pay me heavily. When I give one lecture, it's a quarter of a million. I discover that people don't like people who are simple. Being nice sometimes can be costly. Develop yourself. Develop yourself. Reinvent yourself. Create a brand. Then attach a price. Government college old boys called Obam's blind man and paid him $500,000 for 15 minutes to talk. That same class now, the president of that same class, they were inviting me to come and talk at Abraka. I told them it's $250,000 for the lecture. Now government college will go, but at this school fees. Say we'll pay $150,000. They paid me first. We got to Abraka. Before I spoke for 15 minutes, they say 5 minutes more. I spoke. Yeah, money don't get my pocket. I moved. But I performed well. Your performance should beat expectation. Then you are creating a brand. Now, the next thing is that I said brands don't blend. Now, your thought is important. Think about these things. In the book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 8, things of good report, anything you want to do, imagine yourself at that level. Create yourself before you perform. I don't know if you understand. Create yourself. Create your future, then walk into it, grow into it. See yourself. I told somebody I want to be a global brand, and he said that as I go to preach in churches, he said, don't think they are proud. Now me, what do you humility don't give me? Now me won't be global. And that way I became global. So, quickly, think about that. Live purposefully. Don't light a lamp and hide it under the bushel. Where we went to Apoki, we put the thing on Facebook. One poor local pastor. You saw him. He said, must you put that? Why did you put it on Facebook? I told him, Jesus said, let your light so shine that men may see your good works and glorify Him. He does not know that by putting it on Facebook, that's how I generate the donations. That's how I get the money. I was able to do a lot of real estate business online. As I'm sleeping, YouTube pays me. I sell my garri online. When I leave here, I'll go carry garri. I just brought my garri, posted it online. They bought from UAE, bought from Philadelphia, bought from different places. So I have a market for garri now that I have not satisfied. So when I can collect the next set of garri, it's already sold. Because because I'm present online. You can create a negative brand online by showing your buttocks. Oh, sexy. Do you know the meaning of sexy? You're a stupid person. That when I see you, it is to have sex with you. So you are committing fornication and adultery spiritually because one person cannot have sex. When somebody thinks about you sexually, you have also, one way or the other, communicated sex. So when somebody sees you, what does he think about? If you are not online and building a brand, you are not serious with it. But you see, you must generate results. I will tell you a few things and I'm done. Number one, you will struggle through life if you don't know what you want. Number two, you will struggle through life if you don't know what to do. Number three, you will struggle through life if you don't know how to do what you want to do. You will struggle through life if you don't know where to do it. You will struggle through life if you don't know with whom to do it. You will struggle through life if you don't know what to use to do it. It is in the process of identifying these things and fitting yourself into it that you build a personal brand. God bless you. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Now listen, I posted something, and the woman said, "How do I know that it is the Dr. Apoki I know?" Then I said, "I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki." She said, "Yes, you are the person." So I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. It's a brand I created. God bless you.
That is awesome. Have you learned something today?